Hello, this is Dr. Stephanie D. Barnes with C-Suite Women's Network, where I help women and a few good men to be the CEOs of their lives so they can be better CEOs in their businesses. And today we are going to complete the series, What's in Your Wallet? Building the social capital needed to build your wealth. And over the course of this series, we've talked about the importance of social capital, the cognitive social capital, the mental models that form from the people you're associated with, the relational social capital, the value that you get from the relationships you have, and structural social capital, your position in your network. We've talked about how to be deliberate in building your social network by both looking at the value of the negative cost of exclusions and being deliberate about ensuring that you have your 6 C's in your wallet and that you are operationalizing your cash strategy, where you're capitalizing your 6 C's, you are actualizing your 6 C's, you're socializing with your 6 C's, and you are humanizing your 6 C's. Well, in the conclusion of this segment, this series, I want to talk about ensuring a return on investment on your social capital investments by adding value to others. Because up until this point, we focused on the value of the relationships to you. But if you truly want to build great social capital, you've got to be able to give people a return on their investment in you. This is not always a capitalized, a actual financial return on investment, but it must at least be a return on investment in terms of the investment of their time, their energy, and their efforts into you. Because, this is a capitalist system that is focused on making a profit. And no one wants to invest their time, their energy, their efforts, their social capital, and they don't get a return. So sometimes it is a matter of being able to literally give them a value, meaning you provide a service or business proposition to them, but also that their social capital investment in you does not become a negative social investment, meaning that you actually do something with it and they get something out of it in terms of they're able to help you. You're actually putting their advice that they give you into play, and you're making sure that you are actually using their time wisely. So, sometimes you may be thinking, well, I don't have anything valuable to bring to the table. I'm at the bottom of the network. How am I going to add value? You're thinking, well, maybe I can't give them a promotion, or I can't give them a business referral right now. And again, it's important to remember a return on investment is not always an immediate conversion to cash. You're on your way up, remember. Eventually, you're going to be the connector for someone. You're going to be valuable social capital. So for now, you may add value in other ways. Remember the H in cash strategy was getting to know them, to humanize them, right? So when you learn something that they have an interest in, maybe you can send them an article about something you've learned, or you can tell them about a social event that they'd be interested in, or something that's related to their hobby. You may be able to offer to serve in place of actually working, buying something from them, or giving them an immediate conversion to cash. You may be able to refer them to someone who can use their services, because remember, you're deliberately building your social capital. So eventually you have the ability to connect them to people who they can get value out of their social capital. So keep in genuine contact and truly cultivate a relationship. You want to make sure that every time you come to the table, it's not to ask them for something. Sometimes you just need to come to the table and have a conversation, and sometimes you need to come to the table with something for them. Use every opportunity that you have to create positive social capital that you can, through your connections, your skills, your talents, and your knowledge. Because ultimately, the strength of your network will yield an appreciation to your net worth. You will be around people that think like you, or better yet, people who think at a higher level than you do, so that you can be inspired and be able to move up the social capital network. You'll grow your value and become enriched by the value of those who are around you. And you can't ever be intimidated by those with powerful social capital, because remember, when you're deliberate, you can build social capital that is just as powerful, because there is a value that you add. And regardless of what you think, you always have something to bring to the table. So don't be intimidated, but instead be inspired, be invigorated, and be intensified. Sometimes you may have to invite yourself to the table by initiating the conversation, but definitely if you are ever given a seat at the table, sit down as if you belong there. Because if you were invited, that means someone saw something of value in you that you need to appreciate in yourself. Remember, though, that talent and skill are never enough. It takes social capital to produce business riches. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know and how you add value to them. Your network and your net worth should always be on an upward trajectory. This is Dr. Stephanie D. Barnes with C-Suite Women's Network, where I help women and a few good men to be the CEOs of their lives so they can be better CEOs of their business. And I would love to help you to learn how to build your social capital so that your net worth can be on the increased trajectory that you desire and deserve. So go over to www.discovertheceoinyou.com and schedule a free strategy session. Again, that's www.discovertheceoinyou.com. It is my pleasure to conclude this series, What's in Your Wallet? Building the social capital needed to build the wealth you desire and deserve. And I look forward to seeing you in your C-suite. Your life is the product of your choices, so choose to be a CEO. Choose to make the decisions to create the life you desire and deserve. I'll see you in the C-suite.